Well, it's like Bill Gates. He's like known as like a guy that's trying to like advocate for climate change and make make solutions and all this shit. Meanwhile, he's one of the biggest fucking contributors to carbon emissions because he fucking owns the most land in the world and he fucking farms the shit out of it with weird ass chemicals and in shitty fucking monocultured ways. So it's just like the fact that Destiny can't see that, man. I can't stand when I talk to people and they be dick riding Elon Musk or dick riding fucking
Oh
Bill
my
Gates. It's
God.
like, dude, are you serious? It takes 10 minutes to fucking like research past their bullshit lies.
Yeah. Everybody's like, oh, Elon. Oh my God, he's
Oh
a
my God.
cool billionaire. He has the Tesla.
He's Tony
He's gonna
Stark.
make a self-driving car. He has an ugly ass Tesla truck. Like, where do you think the material for those cars comes from?
The
How do
solution
you
is to
think those
reduce
materials
energy.
are obtained? What agenda do you think Elon is serving? It's like y'all were willing to admit that he wanted to coup Bolivia for lithium, but like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, what do you think that lithium is for? It's not just for those shitty Teslas, it's for the fourth industrial revolution because Elon's not the only one looking for lithium or for cobalt or for nickel or for iron in Africa and on the ocean floor.
I seen a
Like
video
his
of that guy today. He's talking about his Neuralink shit, and he's like, it's not like you can just take over someone's mind. It's gonna take a while. And it's like, you're a creepy fuck. You just
Yeah.
admitted it. You admitted it can take over your mind, you fucking prick.
I'd
Elon
smack him for
Musk's
saying that.
He admitted
interest.
we cool who we wanted cool too.
Yeah.
He's a big mouth, man. He's a
His
fucking
interest is to increase his profits. So
Yeah.
he wants to sell more Tesla cars. So what is that going to require? It's going to require obtaining more natural resources. So more environmental destruction. So it's diametrically opposed. Like interest in increasing your profits and in protecting the environment are diametrically opposed. That these people need to be exposed more and more. This what is he doing now?
And,
Like putting like trying to control chimpanzees' brains and like putting microchips in their brains. He wants people's consciousness to be put into like computers. Get out of
Not
here.
only
it's
that,
really simple to see through it. Like it's fucked.
not only that, dude, when he did that deal with Trump for SpaceX, dude, he became the country's like number one fucking weapons manufacturer.
Mm-hmm.
Like this dude, he's got his hands in all that shit. Neuralink, fucking lithium and Bolivian mountains and shit, and Africa and like deep sea mine. Yo, he's all over the place.
Yeah,
bro.
dude, he fucking exploited the shit out of Congo,
You
man.
name
He
some
was
creepy
responsible
shit
for like
and
a
he's
genocide
with
in
it.
Congo.
You name some creepy shit and he's with it.
Like you can extrapolate the genocide in Congo over the years to like all the fucking slave mines and shit, and like go up the ladder, and you're gonna find people like Musk and shit.
Isn't there more reports coming out about his ties with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell also?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard of
I
that.
heard when
You
about
guys
that.
know a little, yeah. Fill me in on that.
There's
I
supposed
don't
to be
I forgot where I saw
reporting
it.
on it coming out, I believe.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm looking
I heard
forward to
I heard a
that.
little sneak peek on the slow news day.
Cuz when
Yeah,
remember
Hey, it's
when
not coming from us, it's coming from Whitney Webb.
yeah.
remember when there was like a picture of him with Ghislaine Maxwell and then he was like, "Oh, she photobombed me. No, don't worry about it. She photobombed. Nothing to see here."
Yeah, I just went to a party hosted by a bunch of pedophiles, and one of them happened to photobomb
You
me.
know, man, it happens. You know, it happens sometimes.
There's a video or there's a picture of Courtney Love with this like fucking 12-year-old girl walking like right in front of Jeffrey Epstein, and they're like speaking to each other. Like, I don't know, like that is a creepy ass picture, man.
You guys saw she
Actually,
has a black eye now?
yeah. I heard, and I was looking at like Discord. I didn't really pay much attention, but somebody was like questioning if it was. I think Jess said like questioning if it was actually her, and I just seen the screenshot, and I was like, I don't know, man. Fuck. It's like those Epstein pictures when he was like wheeled in out of the place or whatever, and he was dead. Apparently, a human ear is like more. It's more. What's the word I'm trying to say? You can identify somebody easier with somebody ear pattern than with their fingerprint. So like when Epstein was wheeled out, his like ears, like you look at the pictures of him being wheeled out and then pictures of him all around, and it's like his ears are different. And I don't know, that shit makes me question that if they were like let go, you know?
Yeah. I mean, and all him and Ghislaine Maxwell's ties to Mossad. It's like
It's pretty easy to get a new
I think-
new island and just stay there or whatever, you know?
Yeah. I think Mossad probably wanted to fucking tie up some loose ends with him before he would ever kill himself.
That's so creepy, man. And then people
they got the money to do this shit. You know what I mean? If anybody got the power and the money.
It seems like everything we talk about, the majority of people aren't actually like digging into the meat of the information. And when you do, you can clearly see there's some fishy ass shit, you know, and that it needs to like the whole Epstein thing. I was driving down to my grandma's and I was telling like my family, I'm like, yeah, this Epstein guy's like in jail. And I bet you any money he's going to fucking kill himself. Or I bet you any money he's going to be fucking or no, I didn't say kill himself, but like he's going to be suicided or whatever. And they're going to say he killed himself. And then I get to my grandma's, fucking turn on the news, and that's what fucking happened. I was like, bro, that's what the whole internet was saying, man. Everybody that was paying attention to that shit knew it.
I haven't been looking as deeply into it as I should, like the Ghislaine Maxwell case.
Me neither, honestly. But when more reporting on it comes out, I'm definitely gonna look into it more.
I was gonna say the reporting on it isn't really like, it's the court cases that are being talked about, and it's a lot of the stuff that the victims have already said is being released in the court cases. They're hiding so many people, so it's not like implicating many people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there's better resources online than like most of the people reporting on it, just by like looking at pictures, old pictures of Ghislaine, and like seeing who they know. Like, I don't know. Like, to me,
well, I mean,
Ghislaine at Hillary Clinton's daughter's wedding and stuff.
Yeah.
That's
well, not to mention, it's easy to make like, you know, Ghislaine and Epstein to be the like the sole boogeyman in all of this. Like, oh no, this is just a rare case of pedophilia.
We caught him.
You know, not like we caught him not getting into
nothing to worry about anymore.
Yeah, like not getting into like global human sex trafficking, or like the fact that oligarchs are all involved in this, or the fact that like intelligence agencies are all involved in this.
Well, you guys got to relate. It's like this shit's a repeatable like sloppy, lazy logic. Like same shit with the Derek Chauvin shit. Like, oh, now everything's fixed. We got one guy locked up. That's how they're sloppy as fuck, yo. They're like, this shit there's not a lot of thought behind this shit.
Bro, people were saying that the Derek Chauvin trial is a test for America. Like, what test? America don't need no test. Like, we already know how America is.
We're
not qualified to
taking care of a symptom.
We're past a test. Like, somebody's got to fucking like take us to remedial class.
No.
There's no fucking test that we can take.
I know, bro.
But yeah, I mean that is their goal, because they want people to just not dig deep anymore. So yeah, they're gonna make Epstein, like in that documentary on Netflix, especially, make him out to be as like the mastermind behind everything, when really he was just like a manager.
He kind of worked. Yeah, he was working for he reported to Maxwell, and Maxwell reported to Wexner.
Yeah.
And then
they're saying that she was his madame or whatever, and that's how they kind of like. I've heard them report on it.
Yeah, but she was way more hands-on.
Yeah, I don't know if she was just the madame, you know. I think she was like the connection girl, you know.
Like, come on.
Yeah, I was gonna say because of her father.
Yeah.
Fucking Robert Maxwell head ass.
Yeah, dude, like Epstein wouldn't know any of these people. You think Epstein would know fucking the royal family and shit if it wasn't for Ghislaine?
That's what I'm saying.
Like his Harvard connections ain't getting him that.
That connection is like super needed.
Yeah. And you got like this isn't not necessarily in the same thread, but still on Epstein. You got all the partisan dumbasses that were just like, oh no, it's all Hillary,
Or it's all
Hillary,
Trump.
or no,
Yeah.
it's all Trump,
It's
man.
both
It's
of
all
them.
Trump. It's like, guys,
Shout out to Dubs O'Brien.
if he has
Yeah.
he has pictures with the Clintons and he has pictures with Trump, it means they're both involved.
Yeah, it's like
Like,
that.
And it goes
Like
beyond
Team-
that too, because isn't like, wouldn't you say that the entire Mickey Mac is involved in this? If we have like politicians,
Oh,
we have
yeah,
people in Congress,
intelligence.
academia, intelligence, is entertainment included in there? Because we see a whole bunch of propaganda in our entertainment industry, and we have so
Yeah,
many
of
actors
course.
and actresses
Media.
there.
yeah,
Well, like
yeah,
the
media.
dark web, for instance, like where the pedos would go hang out, was created by the CIA so that they could fucking hang around the pedos in being anonymous, and you know, they don't give a fuck. You know, they let it happen, and they get a part. They work within it too. It's the same thing. Like I'm watching Snowfall. It's about like the crack epidemic, and they did the same shit. They fucking funding fucking rebels with weapons, buying fucking drugs and weapons, and like doing this fucking cycle of shit so that they can work in anonymously within it.
Yeah. Well, and it's like because of this whole QAnon psyop shit and like all that bullshit, it's like people don't want to talk about Epstein. They don't want to get into the ties that him and Ghislaine have to like global elites or the intelligence agencies, because the moment you get into that, the moment that, you know, you start sounding like, ooh, QAnon, and it's like people are afraid to sound like QAnon. It's like, no, QAnon doesn't have a monopoly over an issue like human sex trafficking.
Yeah.
It's designed that way so people are too scared to talk about it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I also want to harp on something that Glory brought up earlier, where like you can see like the hypocrisy when it's when you see like a certain topic like Epstein, and there'll be like you can see how both sides are dumb, and then like even earlier when we were watching Destiny, and Destiny's talking about, oh well, Biden said we're getting out in 9/11 or whatever, and then like you could have heard these same arguments from the other
Trump
side.
said he'd get out earlier.
A year ago, 2 years ago. And it's like, it's something to keep in mind that you don't need a daddy figure. You don't need to be sheep herding for me or like carrying water for anybody. Like, be independent thinkers, and you'll always see like things more clearly. Like, that's like, I just want to say that because it's very important that like people need to get out that fucking rat race shit where like they're like somebody
Out of
has
the
to be a
two-party
good guy.
illusion.
Yeah, somebody has to be a good guy. Somebody like in certain realms, nobody's a good guy. Like isn't that it happens more than you think.
100%.
Yeah. Word.
Or certain systems can't allow for a good guy to ever fucking be a good guy.
Yeah.
Like when I go to work, I can't really be a good guy because they'll fucking fire me if I start like helping people out in like going above and beyond. They'll be like, "You're fucking wasting my money. Get out of here." So it's like,
Yeah. I mean, like that's where ACAP comes from. Do I think every person who puts on a uniform is a bastard? No, guys. But the system will make them into one
bastards,
because
yeah.
all the good cops either get fired or they leave or they become bastards themselves.
Yeah, they conform to the they look the other way and shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And like it goes back to the Mickey Matt, like all these intelligence. They count on us to have these fucking like divisions over like petty shit. Like yo, you gotta be able to leave your ego at the door and like try to figure solutions out with people you don't agree with and shit. Like ask questions, see why they think they think the shit they think.
So where do you guys see all this going? Do you guys see that if anything is going to get revealed out of this Ghislaine Maxwell case, or it's going to be years until we get more information?
I got no idea, man. It could go either way, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I think they're gonna give us a nice little vignette of what they've already gave us, and then it'll be swept under the fucking rug, and they'll pretend like it was all exposed, and the shit that we can't show you that's redacted is to protect the victims or something. I don't know. Like they'll fucking. It's like.
Please
I'm sure
respect
if you
the
asked
victims.
Virginia
Don't dig
Roberts,
deeper.
she would
Respect
say,
the victims.
please don't redact my name or whatever. Any of these other people, they would probably, speak out against the redaction.
How come celebrities aren't being asked more questions about this? The people who we see like having pictures like on the island or at Epstein's parties.
They're
like,
easier
who is
to
it,
get
like-
access to, right? It's harder to go up to a politician and like ask them these questions but if like Steve Pinkerton or like all these like scientists or celebrities, I'm probably easier to see them at a
Chris
restaurant.
Tucker, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, shit, man. I've been in Los Angeles for 3 years now. I ain't seen one celebrity. I mean, no. I've seen like a couple like Twitch streamers with like 20K followers or something. But I mean, like, I'm talking about like the heavy hitters, like me.
Brad Pitt and the gang.
So big shout out to Johnny over at Combo Couch, because we were like talking about this in pure speculation. We were just like, okay, so what if like one day we just hang out at like In-N-Out or something and then wait for Travis Scott to come and then get him on camera saying like free Julian Assange or something.
Totally, yeah.
Yo, he would never say that shit.
But like you could, that's
Who
the
is
thing
that?
I'm saying is like you could act like a fan and just be like, hey, Travis Scott, could you please say this to my cousin or something? Like give a shout out to my cousin.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh yeah, free Julian. free
like
Julian
free my
Assange.
nigga Julian.
Like use that as like the beginning of slow. Yo, that would be perfect. Yo, use that like at the beginning of Slow News Day. like free Julian. Yo.
Yeah, it's like I've missed a bunch of events. Like Trudeau's came to my city, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to that, and then I fucking was busy, and I'm like, fuck, man, I missed it. I could have either like made a fool or like actually asked him a question. If I couldn't ask a question, I would have thrown something at him or done something, like got on national television, be like, subscribe to Slow News Day.
Oh my god.
Really, where are all the celebrities? How come like they're not like out and about in LA? Do they hang out and like I don't know, like only?
I think they're either like embedded they're embedded or in it, or like they know that they can't talk about it. Like they're either already a part of CAA or one of those talent agencies, or they know about it, but like they want to keep their job, so they can't talk about it.
I think
It's
a lot of
like-
these fucks talk about like the impending doom of the world, and they're just like, we'll be good. And they're like, isn't it sad that it's gonna be these people are gonna die, but it's like we'll be good.
Yeah, those people are like so out of touch, bro. Like how many Russell Brands are out there, bro? Like that know what the
man.
No, man.
Just one.
I know.
Some
like
of them
you
might
don't
be afraid.
like you don't get a lot of Rose McGowan's.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like these people seem to be rare. Like who knows? There might even like the ones or two that like are quiet about it. Like how many are there actually out there? Like people got other shit to do with shit. People got money. They got distractions galore. Like they ain't worried about that.
Also, if there's something that they know, or if they have an experience that happened to them where they were a victim, they usually speak out when they feel it's safe. Like for example, with Harvey Weinstein, one person exposed something, and then a whole bunch of people came out.
Yeah, then like you heard what Joe Rogan said. Joe Rogan's like, I heard the rumors. I just thought like it was consensual. Like, yo, how dumb are you, bro? Like,
I thought it was
my God.
consensual.
like the hottest women ever, bro. Like, come on, bro. Please.
Yo, that's like that. He's known as the Toy Box Killer, David Parker Ray.
Yeah.
He got pulled in by the FBI and had like so many. He got caught with like these tapes or whatever, and he got away for a long time by just saying it was all consensual, and it was all like crazy like kink stuff, like torturing and stuff, and it was like, and he was drugging these women with like the same shit they were doing in MK Ultra. And like erasing their minds and then ditching them.
No.
And then they thought they were just like, like drunk or something happened or whatever. And then like this one woman had a tattoo, and the news like played this and whatever. And the chick seen her tattoo, and it was like an original drawn tattoo. and she didn't know anything about it. She was MK Ultra.
Oh shit, he drugged
man.
it.
Yeah, and
Oh.
that's how he got caught, and it was like the most fucked up shit. And it's like, to me, that's like, I watched that and it made me think back to like Epstein and Ghislaine and stuff. And it's like, that world is out there, man. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude, that shit's freaky, bro. Like they would use, because Wexner would like ran fucking Victoria's Secret, like still does, and like,
and all the subsidiaries and shit, like,
and like if you like, yo, like if you ever been in Manhattan, bro, like they have these crazy fucking buildings and shit. Where like it's like Victoria's Secret, but there's rooms on top of it and shit.
Yeah, like,
and then they got cameras. They could watch any girl that goes in. Like, bro, that shit is weird, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And that's only like this. That's like scratching the surface, bro. Like, there's so much shit.
Like,
bro, and these are the same people that are gonna be in charge of like smart cities and the surveillance that's gonna come with that. Like,
see, I was thinking of like Vault 7 or whatever. The way Vault 7 was acquired was the CIA stealing spy tools or like Trojan malware and stuff from criminals around the world, and then they use it to their benefit and stuff. And it's, you can like, the shit you can do with that program. If you're at Jeffrey Epstein, you could fucking be researching people to see their vulnerabilities.
Yeah.
Like so much shit. Like there's tech pedos out there that are like fucking using like Cambridge Analytica style shit on people, probably.
Yeah, especially if like they start getting like all your medical information on the blockchain, and everything will be fucking fair game. So like Prop said, they'll know all your weaknesses. That's just fucking ew.
Yeah, I just thought I just remember that shit. Like how, like, what's it called? I forgot. Like all these like hereditary like websites and shit like that'll trace
like
your
23andMe,
man, they got your fucking your DNA.
It's bullshit too. They discovered that you can't really tell like
it always sounded like
that shit.
So
like epigenetics plays so much more into DNA research now that like using DNA in a crime scene is almost like not admissible in court, because there's been people that they've been DNA tested, and then video evidence and like witness evidence and shit prove that these people didn't actually do the shit, and it like put a lot of question into DNA.
All that
fucking
shit. Yeah, like same thing with breathalyzers. I remember T-Lab covered that shit, where like breathalyzers and all that shit is total bullshit, bro. Like the tech is like super faulty, and fingerprints are super like he was talking about fingerprints too. Like all that shit is like mad subjective. like you could test like 2 drunk people and one of them might pass and shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of contamination in crime scenes, like other people's DNA.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, my bad. All that. You're right. He was talking about that too. Like that CSI shit. Like, bro, that shit.
Oh, that's unrealistic. That's super expensive to do too.
Yeah, crime scene investigation shit. That shit is not sound science at all, dude.
Yeah, it might point you in a direction, but that doesn't mean it's the right direction or whatever. Like, and like imagine being that, like you were accused of murder, and then later you're like, I didn't do it, and then you get out, and they're like, yeah, we seen you on tape, and you didn't do it.
Or like there's like there's witnesses that say that you were with them
or like let's say you are innocent and there is evidence that will exonerate you, and then you have a fuckhead like Kamala be like, no, I need a murder on my like to show that I'm tough. I need a murder.
I need to like this little canal over here still needs to be finished, so I'm gonna need you to keep that in at least until that's done.
Yeah.
These are the kind of people we have at the top. You know, these sociopaths that care about titles more than they care about the well-being of people. Bringing Kamala Harris to cop and Joe Biden, the author of the 1994 crime bill. But hey, he has an A though. He has it like so far what he's done.
Somehow,
he has an A.
Yeah, somehow.
I know, bro. He spoke up against institutional racism, man. I was so thoroughly touched.